Have you ever wondered what happens to vacant office spaces in bustling downtown areas? Well, in Baltimore, a significant transformation has taken place that might just provide some insight. Welcome to the Commercial Real Estate Insights Podcast. I'm your host, Steve Hamoen. Let's get right to it. In downtown Baltimore, the One Light Street Tower at the intersection of Baltimore and Light Streets has undergone a noteworthy conversion. Originally designed with office spaces, this tower now boasts luxury apartments, a parking garage, and some retail spaces. The only remaining office tenant is M&T Bank, marking a significant shift in the building's utilization. This conversion was not a small feat, with costs reaching approximately $15 million. Such transformations are becoming increasingly common as cities across North America grapple with the challenges of vacant office spaces post-pandemic. The trend of converting office spaces into residential units is a practical solution that many developers are exploring to revitalize downtown areas and meet the growing demand for housing. Looking across the border to Canada, cities like Kitchener-Waterloo, London, and Cambridge in Ontario are also experiencing shifts in their commercial real estate landscapes. However, the focus there is more on the growth of multifamily properties and tenant leasing, reflecting a slightly different dynamic compared to the United States. Retail space leasing in 8 major Indian cities surged by 45% in July to September, reaching 2.41 million square feet. This growth, driven by better retailer demand and new supply, reflects renewed confidence in India's consumption story and evolving consumer preferences for quality spaces. According to Cushman & Wakefield, a real estate consultant, leasing of retail spaces in shopping malls and prominent high streets rose 45% in July to September across these 8 major cities due to better demand for retailers and fresh supply. Their report, the Retail Market Beat report, showed the gross leasing volume increased to 2.41 million square feet across the top 8 cities during the July to September quarter against 1.66 million square feet in the year-ago period. Gautam Saraf, Executive Managing Director, Mumbai and New Business at Cushman & Wakefield, noted that India's retail sector continues its growth trajectory, driven by evolving consumer preferences and growing demand for quality retail spaces. The data reveals that leasing of retail spaces in Mumbai more than doubled to 0.59 million square feet, from 0.22 million square feet. Pune also saw an 85% growth in leasing to 0.33 million square feet, from 0.18 million square feet. In Delhi, NCR, leasing rose 87% to 0.51 million square feet from 0.27 million square feet, while absorption of retail spaces increased 3.5% in Hyderabad to 0.51 million square feet from 0.49 million square feet. Sriram Katar, Vice Chairman and Managing Director of DLF's rental business, stated that the leasing was high in the September quarter because of the base effect and near completion of the new malls. He remarked that on a larger canvas, consumption has improved, and shoppers are looking for better and fulfilling experiences rather than just the product. DLF continuously works on the premiumization of their offerings and enhances the shopper's experience at their malls. They look at the future with cautious optimism. Nexus Select Malls. President of Leasing, Nirzar Jain, observed that the strong leasing momentum being reported across India reflects the renewed confidence of global and domestic brands in India's consumption story. They are consciously keeping select spaces open across their key malls to accommodate new-to-India brands. S.K. Sayal, Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Bharti Real Estate, mentioned that retail leasing in India is witnessing robust momentum, supported by strong fundamentals such as rising consumer confidence, evolving lifestyles, and the growth of experience-led formats. Abhishek Bansal, Managing Director of Pacific Group, attributed the growth in leasing of retail space in Delhi NCR to a fresh supply of retail spaces, noting that the demand for quality spaces from domestic and overseas retailers remains high. Nimish Arora, Managing Director of Aron Group, added that the surge in retail leasing reflects India's expanding middle class and the strong confidence retailers have in the consumption story. He also noted that with the rise of direct-to-consumer brands now wanting to move offline, the retailer ecosystem is expanding. The data from Cushman and Wakefield also indicated some declines, with Ahmedabad seeing a 27% decline in leasing to 0.06 million square feet from 0.09 million square feet. Bengaluru experienced a 13% fall in leasing activities to 0.18 million square feet from 0.20 million square feet. However, leasing in Chennai rose by 8% to 0.16 million square feet from 0.15 million square feet. In Kolkata, the leasing of retail spaces increased by 12% to 0.06 million square feet during July to September this year, against 0.05 million square feet in the corresponding period of the preceding year. A new 7-acre retail development is set to join the already bustling construction activity near Denver International Airport. This development is planned to commence construction in early 2026, according to a report by Katie Cheshire from the Denver Business Journal. The project is expected to contribute to the growth and diversification of the retail landscape in this rapidly developing area. This new retail center is part of a broader construction boom happening around Tower Road, a major thoroughfare near the airport. The development aims to attract a variety of retail tenants, enhancing the shopping and service offerings available to both travelers and local residents. This expansion aligns with the increasing demand for retail spaces in the vicinity, driven by the area's growing population and its strategic location as a gateway to the city. This initiative is a reflection of the broader trends we're observing across North America, where strategic locations near major transportation hubs are being leveraged to create vibrant commercial corridors. This not only benefits the local economy by creating jobs and increasing consumer spending, but also enhances the city's appeal as a destination for both business and leisure travelers. Historic Holmby Hall, a notable retail center located in Los Angeles' Westwood Village, recently changed ownership in a transaction valued at nearly $33 million. This property, known for its iconic 110-foot clock tower, was sold by the Barry Beitler family to an undisclosed buyer, as reported by L.A. Business First. Holmby Hall, which spans 50,800 square feet on approximately 0.7 acres, is situated across from the University of California, Los Angeles, at 921 Westwood Boulevard. Built in 1929, Holmby Hall is recognized for its Spanish colonial revival architectural style and has been designated as a Los Angeles Historic Cultural Monument. The new owner plans to retain the building's historic character while undertaking seismic and interior upgrades. This aligns with a broader trend in Greater Los Angeles, where retail property transactions are occurring more frequently, albeit at lower valuations than in previous years. The transaction reflects a wider pattern in the region's real estate market, with other significant sales including the Long Beach Town Center, acquired for $145 million, and the Lakewood Center Mall, purchased for $332.1 million. Despite the reduced prices, these sales underscore a continued interest in retail properties, driven by their strategic locations and potential for long-term value. Holmby Hall's sale is indicative of the enduring value placed on historic properties, especially those that qualify for preservation incentives and tax credits. The building is home to various tenants, including Amazon, Insomnia Cookies, and Pret a Manger, highlighting its appeal as a vibrant retail hub in the Westwood Village area. In Killeen, Texas, a new industrial development is on the horizon, set to bring more than 175,000 square feet of flexible industrial space to the area. This ambitious project is currently navigating the permitting process, with plans to break ground in the first half of 2026, according to a report by Justin Sayers from the Austin Business Journal. The development is part of the Killeen Business Park, which is quickly approaching capacity, highlighting the strong demand for industrial spaces in the region. This expansion reflects a broader trend seen across North America, where industrial real estate is booming, driven by the rise in e-commerce and the need for logistics and distribution centers. The new industrial space in Killeen is expected to cater to a wide range of tenants, offering flexibility to accommodate various types of businesses. This kind of adaptability is increasingly important in today's commercial real estate market, where businesses seek spaces that can meet their evolving needs. This development underscores the growing importance of industrial spaces in the real estate landscape, not just in Texas, but across the continent. As the demand for such spaces continues to rise, we can expect further investments and developments in this sector, providing opportunities for growth and innovation. Thank you for listening to the Commercial Real Estate Insights podcast. I'm your host, Steve Hamoen. See you on the next one.